Hey everyone, welcome back to Virtual Nail School. Last week we focused on the removal step of the refill process. This week we're going to be focusing on nail prep. Really quickly before we get started, if you could just leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, that would be so appreciated. And it's a free way for you to get ongoing access to nail education. Now let's get into the nail prep. The first thing that you're going to want to do is to push back all of the non-living tissue that's stuck to the nail plate. You want to use really gentle pressure when you're doing this as to not injure your client. However, you do want to make sure that you're applying enough pressure so that it is actually pushing back that non-living tissue and not just hitting into it. You'll know you're doing it successfully if there is a white residue left stuck to the nail plate and you see the proximal nail fold pushing back slightly. This should not cause any discomfort to your client. Next step, we're going to use a diamond cuticle bit fixed to our e-file at a low speed to remove all of the buildup from the nail plate as well as the skin surrounding the nail. You want to make sure that when you're working on the natural nail with an e-file that you're always keeping the bit exactly parallel to the nail. You don't want to have it on an angle, otherwise you're going to cut a groove into the nail plate and create a ring of fire. You also want to make sure that you're working on a low speed. I never work more than 5,000 RPMs when I'm working on the natural nail plate. The last thing that you want to be mindful of is that you're not passing over the same area of the nail plate more than 2 or 3 times. Even using good techniques on a low speed can cause overfiling if you're passing over the same part of the nail too many times. When it comes to working on the natural nail plate with e-files, I will only use diamond cuticle bits. These bits are designed specifically to just gently exfoliate non-living tissue, whereas the purpose of most other bits is to reduce volume of product. As stated previously, even using good techniques with the right tools can cause nail damage if you're not careful. So using anything that's more abrasive than a diamond cuticle bit is going to be extremely risky, and I do not recommend it. Besides a diamond cuticle bit, the only other things that I will use on a natural nail plate are a buffing sponge or a 180 grit file. But even in that case, I will not use the 180 grit file on the surface of the nail plate. I only use it to file the free edge. And the last step for our nail prep today is going to be to scrub all of the dust and debris from the nail using a clean manicure brush and nail cleanser. You want to make sure that you're scrubbing away from the cuticle area so that you're not pushing dust and debris up under the skin. And that's it, the nails are prepped and ready for the overlay. Just a short one for you all today. Thank you so much for everybody for being here until the end of the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to make sure you can tune in next week to do the overlay.